Shalom. First thing first, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and I learned this truth from. And salutation to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking both your lives and freedoms to do so. All right. Shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of the Lord Yahweh Shah. This is your brother Akagabar. All right, back at you again with another lesson. All right, going into the fact that a lot of you Israelites, you Jakes, all right, is going to be on the Lord's block list, man. A lot of you Jakes out there, man, is going to be on the Lord's blocked list. All right, meaning that, when all hell breaks loose, because we warn you people about time and time again, and really, if you've been paying any type of attention, you pretty much see that that's happening. Everything is set, okay, but the Lord is going to have a lot of your prayers is going to end up on not delivered, man. Okay. And that's even if, some of you Israelites who know you an Israelite, you may know the true names of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. But, just because you know the names, that don't mean the Lord is going to hear your prayers, man. All right. And I want to do this brief lesson because a lot of you, our people are being bullshitting. Okay. Especially, Salaki, especially, you deal with Israelites. Okay. You have family members. All right. You may have ex-demons you've dealt with, that, through the zeal of waking up to the truth, you tried to reach out to them and you tried to teach them and they rejected it, man. But these are the very same people that when all hell breaks loose, they're going to be looking for you, man. They're going to be they're going to be looking for you trying to, say, well, what did you say the Lord's name was, or what was that prayer, or this and that. And quite honestly, you're going to be on our block list too. You can be on the Lord's block list, but you're going to be on his men's block list, meaning we ain't going to deal with your ass, man. Because Jake will fucking bullshit until it's too late. And it's like at the end of the day, man, we get fed up. We get tired of having to deal with our people, man. Family, friends, who even these people in the world who just play around and think this shit is a game, man. We get fed up with that shit, man. It's really the Lord getting fed up, through us. But, nonetheless, I want to do this lesson going into the fact that a lot of you Jakes, man, you can be on the Lord's block list. And no matter what you try to do, when all hell breaks out, you ain't going to be able to get back in His good graces. Once your ass is on that list and your messages gone not delivered, you ain't getting unblocked, man. Because you niggas been bullshitting, you been fucking around, and you ultimately, haven't been checking in, for lack of better words, with the men of the Lord. All right, now, this is Proverbs 1:20. It says, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. And this is what the Lord commanded us to do, is to go out to the highways and hedges, man. Showing you that the wisdom that's crying out in the streets is the men of the Lord, the prophets. See, whom a lot of you, you don't look to, okay, for answers. Now, there's certain points that these people in the world agree with, but they can't get the fullness of it, man. Scriptures speak about eating the full roll in it being bitter and sweet. There's some certain things, Jacob take a liking to, like polygyny or, rulership and whatnot, and there's other things that are bitter, okay, to both the nigga woman and the nigga man. All right, regarding the truth, man. And we're not out here either way to convince you or to try to win you over. Okay, ultimately, if you ain't been predestined, the message ain't gonna resonate, man. And so it'll be no coincidence that when all hell breaks loose, your ass is on that blocked list. And that's a very frightening thing, man, because, you are, you out 2 hours away from home, you stranded on the side of a fucking, stranded on the fucking side of a street somewhere in Timbuktu. Nobody know where the hell you are, and your car break down, and you start trying to reach out to the people, that was closest to you, you know what I'm saying, for some help, and you can't get a hold of nobody, man. You fucked around, you only hit them up when you needed something, right? You couldn't check in and, see how people was doing. Well, and then your ass just gonna be, you gonna be just fucked. Your ass gonna be out there stranded with no life support, man, no lifeline, okay? And that's the reality for a lot of our people. Okay, Yahweh Shemel Shah, as we're gonna show you, he's just gonna, he gonna pretty much just turn his back. Okay, once again, man. Okay, because you ain't doing what you supposed to do. You ain't listening, man. All right. Verse 21, it says, she cried in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Yeah, and that's what we're ultimately, the vibration we're pushing out on our people, man. How long are you niggas gonna keep being niggas? You know, simple. You know, just black people. Just a simple black person. You eat fried chicken, you know, drink Kool-Aid and eat watermelons. You know, you might smoke some weed, right? You fucking play 2K, you know, and buy a pair of Jordans every time you get, you know, your paycheck. Like, how long are you niggas gonna keep being simple, man, and not wake up to the fact that, you know, you called to be greater than that, you know, and you got responsibilities as an Israelite, and that's what most of our people run away from. They don't want those responsibilities, man. Okay, that's the problem. Our people don't want responsibilities nor accountability. Okay, they want to stay stuck in their ways. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. You know, Jake will hear it, but they'll choose to forbear and not, you know, take heed. And you gonna have to pay the price for that, man. See, we calling out from the streets, you know, because that's what we commanded to do. And we doing it to get the blood off of our hand. Okay, we don't give a shit about convincing you and making you get it. We can't make you get shit. If the Lord ain't dealing with you, you just not gonna get it, man. And we honestly could care less. Okay, we out here for the sheep, the elect, man, and those are the ones who get it. All right, but it say 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Yeah, but Jake don't turn at the reproof. They don't receive the correction, man. They don't listen. See, these niggas in these times, you know, Jake will have us on on mute. You know, Jake will walk past the camps on a do not disturb, you know what I'm saying, mindset. As if we out here, but you know what I'm saying, as if we out here irritating you and making your day bad. I mean, we don't give a damn about that shit. Okay, we ultimately out there, like I said, to prophesy, all right, on the highways and hedges as we've been commanded to bid the lost sheep in, man. If you want to walk by with a do not disturb on, like we ruining your day, oh, there goes the Israelites again. Hey, yeah, here he is, man. What about it? You know, but you know, the same way you got a D&D, you know, you want to mute niggas, all right, you want to have us to where we ain't, in your mind, the Lord is not important. Well, guess what? The Lord is about to do that to majority of his people, man. So then who's going to be looking stupid in that day? Right? Yeah, it says, verse 24, because I have called and you refused. See, you niggas didn't answer the call, man. You niggas had, these niggas act like they got so much motion to where the Lord is not important, man. And the Lord sent there calling and calling by means of the prophets. And Jacob walked by. They got, like I said, do not disturb. You know, here they are, got us on the block list. It's like, hold up, nigga. We don't need you. Okay, you need you need us. You need Yahweh Bashmiel Shah's message that is coming through his men. Okay, you need that, man. Okay, not us in the sense to where, you know, we're so high and mighty, but the spirit the Lord has on us and the message that's going through us. You need that, man. You niggas will walk by like you ruining their day, like they got something better to do, man. But hey, y'all got it. Like I say, y'all gonna have to eat the fruit of that, man. It says, because I have called and you refused. See, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Yeah, you niggas act like you had something better to do. Oh, I've been busy, right? I just had, you ain't had shit going on, man. You know, but yeah, it say, but ye have set at naught at all of my counsel and with none of my reproof, meaning you wasn't listening, man. You didn't pick up the phone. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, man. Now, like I said earlier, now your ass is stranded 2 hours away from civilization on a side street somewhere in a fucking sundown town, and your goddamn car break down, and you can't get a hold of nobody, man. You sitting there trying to call the people you thought was closest to you, and the whole time you know you been bullshitting. All right, you know, the phone respond with a fucking voice message pickup. This person has a voicemail box that is not set up, and your ass out there looking stupid, man. Yeah, and the Lord gonna laugh at your dumb ass shit, man. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So, you know, hey, you brought it upon yourself, man. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. See, the Lord gonna laugh at your ass, man. In the minute of the Lord, we gonna laugh too. Because we told you niggas judgment was coming. You read Jeremiah the 15th chapter, okay, starting around the top. Hey, it tells you, when they come up to you, man, asking what should we do and what is this, what is that, we're gonna tell your ass the sword. Some people gonna get slaughtered, some people gonna die of famine, you can get fucked up. We ain't gonna be calling out to you in that day, man. The Spirit of the Lord is not gonna be calling out to you people in that day. You niggas refuse and you just got to deal with it. Okay. The Lord ain't gonna keep his hand stretched out forever trying to win you niggas over, for lack of better words, which really, it's all set up through the Spirit anyways, man. Okay. So if you can't get it, the Lord just ain't dealing with your ass. But verse 28, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they will none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So the Lord is going to let your ass fend for your fucking self, man. And say, fuck you, and just leave your ass out there for the wolves. Okay, but it said, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, meaning your ass will be on that block list, right? You don't want to be on Do Not Disturb from Yahweh by Shemel Shah, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, that's why every time something bad happens, what do Christians do? What do people with any inkling of spirituality do? They call on their gods, man. Oh, Jesus, save me. Oh, save me. Oh, God, save me. Your fucking life is on the line. That's what you niggas that's what Jake gonna do, man. Like I say, even you may be a Jake that know the name of the Lord. You're gonna call and the Lord gonna be like, nigga, what? You ain't been checking in with me. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been growing that relationship. You been bullshit, man. So, yeah, man, hey, just another warning out to you Israelites, man. And Jake out there, the time to keep fucking around and playing around has pretty much come to an end, man. The Lord is about to, he's about to show you why, refusing to pick up that phone call was your biggest mistake. But that's really on that. I'm going to give all praises to y'all. Bashmiel Shah, Bashmiel Kakadash, DTY Baba Ball, Shalom.